Hidden within the depths of Night City and the Badlands are some of Cyberpunk's most hidden items. And while there is a ton of unique weapons, clothing, and cyberware in Cyberpunk, none are quite like getting your hands on a good old legendary item. So to make sure you guys are covered from top to bottom, here are 10 legendary items that you can find in Cyberpunk 2077. Also, I'm thinking about making this into a series, so drop a like down below if you want to see more videos similar to this. First up, we have the legendary SHINGEN Mark V, which is perfect for players who operate on a time frame and can't help but rush headfirst into enemy compounds. This smart SMG is incredibly easy to find and sets itself apart from other SMGs by firing explosive rounds at up to 3 targets while aiming. And since these rounds are self-guided, so long as you have some SmartLink cyberware installed, you'll never need to stop to correct your aim. With a boost to burn chance, thermal damage, and crit chance, you'll watch in amazement as the enemies around you burn to a crisp. And lastly, its headshot multiplier of 1.35 isn't too shabby either, and can be improved drastically with the 4 mod slots that come with it. And hey, even without SmartLink, this thing literally melts people. To find this weapon, you'll need to head over to the Arasaka Industrial Park fast travel point in central Santo Domingo. This can be found right here on your map. From here, simply hop the barrier into the compound and look out for shipping container 667 at the end just on your right. Once here, you'll notice the door of the container is open. Simply walk inside, disarm the mine, and you'll find this fiery weapon waiting for you in a weapons box. But if turning your body into a living weapon is more your style, look no further than the legendary MANTIS blades you can pick up for free at the Night City Center for Behavioral Health. There is nothing more stylish than slicing and dicing your enemies to bits with a few deadly slashes after all. Not only does this cyberware free up the weapon slot you were keeping for your katana, it also comes with the ability to leap towards a target, dealing a massive amount of damage, meaning you won't have to waste your stamina running towards enemies anymore. And if you're still not convinced, it also comes with incredible DPS along with boosts to physical damage, attack speed, critical damage, and bleeding chance. To collect this piece of legendary cyberware, take a trip to the Behavioral Health Center in the city center of Corpo Plaza, marked right here on your map. From here, if you head down the path and go through the doorway, you'll find a loot box just to the right of the room. Now, there is a powerful cyber psycho down here, but you won't need to fight him. You can simply loot the box in the room for the MANTIS blades and then dip out. All that's left is to install them at your nearest Ripper dock, so have fun, definitely worth picking up. The next legendary item on this list is the MONOWIRE. Made from a monofilament with a cutting edge that is just a molecule wide, this attachment can be whipped at your targets, dealing a high amount of physical damage to them. Better yet, a charged attack can deal a concentrated amount of damage that can instantly dismember targets in one swift swipe. With the ability to deal bonus damage per charge level and boost to both crit and bleed chance, you can't go wrong with this cyberware. To fetch his prize, head on over to this location on your map in the region of Watson. Once here, walk over to the left of the pharmaceuticals building where you'll see some garage doors. The very first garage door you come across attached to the building can actually be opened, and waiting inside of a loot box is exactly where you will find the MONOWIRE. Being a cyberpunk isn't all about dealing damage though, with this next piece of legendary gear being just right for those of you who loved playing as a stylish rocker. The DUOLAYER POLYAMIDE rocker vest can be equipped on your outer torso once found, and will protect you with a pretty good armor rating. Since the boosts applied to this piece are randomized on picking it up, you can expect anything from a damage reduction to a critical chance increase, with 3 additional clothing slots available for mods because it's a legendary item. To get this, visit this location on the map in Watson Kabuki. Once here, you'll find a few staircases looking down at you. Simply walk up the stairs and keep going until you see a dead body. On that dead body is where you will find the stylish and legendary rocker vest. And once you found the rocker vest in Kabuki, why not add some more armor and style to your inventory by chasing down the gold-tipped steel solo boots. You'll love its armor rating, but stay for its additional boosts that appear to be randomized. From a reduction in stamina cost to critical damage boost, you'll want this footwear as soon as possible. To get this, you'll need to head over to this location in Watson Kabuki. Once here, you'll notice there's a market with a Ripper dock inside. Head through the market, but instead of going towards the Ripper dock, take a left into the elevator and head on up to the 3rd floor. Once on the 3rd floor, simply walk outside, and by the first stall on your left, there will be a crate with these steel solo boots waiting for you. Easy to miss, but definitely worth the search. And listen, while this next item isn't technically classed as legendary, I've got you guys covered nonetheless with a free hypercar. No futuristic rocker is complete without a ride to show off his style, which is where the sleek RAYFIELD CALIBURN hypercar comes in with a retractable spoiler, top speed of just over 205 miles per hour, and privacy glass for some late night fun. This hypercar is definitely worth the trouble it takes to find. To get this, you'll first need to complete the main story mission known as Ghost Town. This is near the beginning of the 2nd act of the main story. This quest takes you on a journey of revenge with Panam, where you have to take out Nash in a cave. After the quest is done, if you wait a while, either by doing other quests or you can simply wait in-game and save and reload, and then head back to the same cave where you killed Nash, you'll find the vehicle sitting in a container waiting for you. As soon as you get in, it's yours and will be available to call upon at any moment. I mean, just look at the thing, it's beautiful, it's free, and why not get it when it's as easy as this to get? You don't need to be a Corpo to enjoy the expensive things in life though, with a suit or two being forever useful when you're dead set on destroying Arasaka from the inside out. So whether you're trying to fit in or miss the feeling of breathable bio-cotton on your skin, don't miss out on these legendary corporate slacks that put the force in reinforced. You'll find this legendary item in the north side of Watson, which you can see pinned right here on the map. Once here, you will find a compound ready to explore, and if you move through the entrance, you'll find a vehicle with 2 dead bodies lying next to it. Loot the body nearest to the vehicle and you'll have these legendary pants waiting for you in your inventory. They won't let you breathe underwater, but they'll definitely make you feel like a million eddies. But don't leave Northside just yet, because another legendary corporate item is waiting for you just around the corner. I am of course talking about the corporate blazer that comes fitted with a bulletproof lining. This outer torso item is not just one for style though, as it has a more than decent armor rating and provides you with a great boost to evasion. This corporate blazer also comes installed with at least 3 preset clothing mods, which are randomized when collected. But since there are space for 4 clothing mods, you'll always be able to add another to make the blazer your own. To get this, take a trip to the pin location in Northside Watson. Once there, hop over the barricade and you'll find yourself standing in an abandoned outpost. Similar to the corporate slacks, there will be 2 bodies on the ground here, and you'll find the legendary corporate blazer by looting the body closest to the destroyed vehicle. But moving on to the next one, and I have to admit, it's a little bit of a cheat on this list, but I just had to mention it, as it's probably one of the most unique weapons in the game. Although not exactly a legendary weapon, this deserves the next spot on the list because of its insane look and impressive introduction.
Bum bum be dum bum bum.
What are you doing?
I'm making the wait more pleasant with a soothing melody. Bum bum be dum bum bum be dum bum.
Now what makes Skippy different from the other weapons already mentioned is its distinction as an epic / iconic pistol, which actually scales to your level when being used. With a headshot damage multiplier of 1.7 and a boost to electrical damage, shot chance and critical damage, you won't even need the remaining 2 modification slots to make this weapon a handy one to have in your arsenal. Lastly, Skippy also comes with a smart homing ability, which allows you to deal almost exclusively in headshots. Quite the bonus if I do say so myself. Now to get Skippy, just head on over to the pin location in the eastern region of Haywood. This will be on the bottom layer on the map, as I know the map can be tricky to read. Once here, simply hop the fence into the closed off alleyway, and between a dumpster and a funky looking dead body, you'll find Skippy resting in an already opened weapons case. Definitely a great weapon to pick up. And last but not least, we have the legendary ASHURA Smart Sniper Rifle, which unlike the other weapons on this list, has to be crafted and can only be done so once you find its crafting spec back in Watson. Once crafted, the legendary weapon will gain a random stat and damage type, which along with its target homing system is sure to make a deadly weapon. Finding the ASHURA crafting spec is simple though. Just travel through to the pinned location in Kabuki and take a turn into the alleyway. Go up the winding staircase and once at the top, leap onto the roof of a tin favela. Park up as shown in the video and you'll eventually reach a small room which holds the crate with the blueprint inside. Just keep in mind that this isn't a quick fix. Next you'll have to collect the necessary crafting components and reach a technical level 18 so you can grab the Edge Runner Artisan perk, allowing you to craft legendary weapons. I know it's more of a long run legendary item to come across, but again, I thought it was worth mentioning anyway. And that's it for the video. Drop a like if you want to see more guides similar to this in the future, and I'll catch you guys in the next Cyberpunk video.